back live in the studio here with LaDonna Gass, the mover and shaker of forming the library over there in that great little community of Emden. Converted an old railroad depot at considerable work and no little expense, with a lot of help from her friends, as they say in that song. LaDonna, let's talk about number one, your inventory of books. And are you always looking, do you have need for people to make contributions in books to you?
Well, the great thing about that is I can keep the library's reading material fresh and new stuff, so people that are avid readers that read a book and they're done with it, it might be something that's brand new off the shelf, we're always happy to get new stuff because then I can rotate things out. And what's donated to me, then I can donate to someone else. You know, we just kind of share the wealth here. So I can keep the reading material always fresh and current, so people don't have, you know, stale stuff to read all the time. But you cannot believe how many books are in that little depot. I mean, it's just. I just got 2,000 books from Hudson Library in Hudson, Illinois.
That's remarkable.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this:
how did they know about your need? Who told them?
Bill Detmers, who's an Emdenite, he's also in the Historical Society.
Oh, Billy's very big in that.
He has helped me terrifically. I mean, he lives in Bloomington area, and he has friends at the Hudson Library. You know, everybody has a friend somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's good to know people, I'm telling you, because they'll save your life.
You are networking, aren't you?
Yes, I
You are.
Now, is the emphasis on mostly children's books, or do you have a number or does it run the range, children's to adult books?
Oh, we have all kinds of books. We have wonderful books. We have books for everybody. We have terrific reference books. We have adults books. We have kids books. We have young adults books. You know, we just have a huge amount of variety for books.
What about maps and so forth? Do you have an interest in them?
Yes, we have some maps down there. It's just, I mean, we have just a little bit of everything, really.
Let's talk about just the fact that you recognize the kids as people who think, people who worry. Let's talk about the kids just talking.
Well, because the kids can come in, and I look so forward to the kids coming in. There's beanbag chairs where they can just flop down on the floor on a beanbag chair and just talk about their day, what happened, somebody made them mad, somebody made them happy, their dog ran away, whatever. If they just want to come in and just tell me everything that happened to them, and that's okay, because, you know, a lot of times they're more willing to tell a stranger, which I'm not a stranger to them, but tell me than maybe their parent or somebody.
Now, LaDonna, you have a regular daytime job.
Oh, I do.
Unfortunately, we have to have that.
Yes, we do.
Well, only if you want to eat.
Tell me, it's about the bread on the table. Tell me about the hours, and you have volunteer staff then there while you're working?
Well, no.
You have a family.
Yes, I do, and it's a pretty busy life, because at Kroger's I work a different shift every day. You never have the same shift twice. Most of the time it's days, which I'm very happy about. But, like, we're open on Thursday. Every Thursday, unless it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, we're open every Thursday from 2 to 5. Or my cell phone is on the side of the building in this little information board, and the kids or anybody that needs a book or wants something, they can call me in the evenings. I live 2 blocks from the depot. I'll just run down there, get whatever they need, you know, because my evenings are free enough that I can run down there for anybody that needs anything. So, or, you know, a lot of times people don't get home until 6 o'clock at night, and if they decide they want a book for the evening, they want to just give me a call. You know, my phone number's right there on the building. They can call me. I'll be down there in 2 minutes.
Do you get much of that?
I've only had it happen a couple of times, and that was for school projects. And I ran down there, you know, we looked for what they needed, but it's available, you know.
In your spare time, have you thought about organizing like a volunteer list of people who might come in on Tuesday from 2 to 5, or Wednesday or Friday?
Well, I am in the works for one of our retired cooks from the school.
Good.
She is going to start volunteering. Now, we've had volunteers in the past, but somehow, they never stay with you. Something else comes up and they have to leave you.
They get a better offer.
Yeah, a better offer. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get volunteers, and
I know.
So we keep a steady Thursday, every Thursday, 2 to 5. They know I'm going to be there. And in the evenings, if they need me, I'm always available.
Well, anybody who lives up there in the Hartsburg-Emden area and has 3 hours, that's a short shift for volunteers, really.
It is.
If you could go from 2 to 5 some days, or even other hours, because it won't only be the kids in school, but the old people like me like to get books.
Right.
If they would be willing to volunteer some time to give you a call, would you dare give your number?
Oh, I sure will.
Would you mind?
Go right ahead, please.
It's 217-737-8029, or my home phone is 217-978-9000.
Now, then, in the kids' part, do you have like the board books in one section, and then by age kind of categorized? Is that it?
Yeah, our middle room really is kind of designed for the smaller children. It's from preschool age up through maybe 3rd, 4th grade, and so we keep the small beginning reading together and then on up that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third room is designed for the young adults, the kids that go from 5th grade through high school, young adult reading. And that's also where we do our crafts, when we make crafts, and we do our games if they want to sit down and play a game, so.
Who helps you with the crafts, or are you the crafter too?
Well, I'm not a very good crafter. I do some of it. One of my dear neighbors across the street comes down, and she helps me with some of the craft projects, if it's anything too involved, because I'm not a real good crafty person. But this spring, the Girl Scouts came.
Oh, good.
And they put on programs for 2 months, and they had an art project. They did an American Girl Day where they put on a little play, and they built window boxes and planted flowers to put on the side of the building. They were a godsend, I'm telling you.
Well, yeah.
And
that is so neat.
Yeah, and the Cub Scouts, because at one time I was the leader of the Cub Scout Webelow Pack, and they built our sign out front of the library that says Whistle Stop Library.
Oh, good.
With the help of my husband.
That's just wonderful.
Well, we've run out of time. We'll make one final plea. If anybody wants to cool that building, get in touch with Ladonna Gas in Emden. What's that number again?
It's 217-737-8029 or 217-978-9000.
We appreciate your presence today, but more than that, Ladonna, on behalf of the community, we appreciate all the work you do. This is very inspirational. I'm going to close Viewpoint, as we try to do always, with a quote from here and there. Here's one that Pete Seeger said: "Education is what, I beg your pardon, education is when you read the fine print. The experience is what you get if you don't." Thank you for Viewpoint.